What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioR3 Raw TV. Don't mind my eyes. My allergies are actually killing me today. I've only been up for a half an hour, but it seems like the pollen is just kicking my ass today. So anyways, this video is a response video to the video that I put up about Luke Sandoe. Now, if you look for the video, I took it down. Now, you might be like, Jerry, why did you take the video down? So, I just want to state that I personally feel like there was nothing wrong with that video. I personally feel like I was justified for making that video the way that I made it. And I personally feel that there was nothing in that video that was disrespectful and distasteful or insensitive whatsoever. That's my personal opinion. So, why did I take it down? Well, I'm at the point now in my life where sometimes it doesn't matter whether you're wrong or right. Like, it really doesn't. Sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, I just don't want drama. I don't care. I'll watch drama that's going on with other people because it's just there. But I don't want to create drama. And that was the whole point of the video, was not to create drama, was to stop drama. Because as soon as the passing of Luke was out there, like everybody put it out. Oh my God, look, like all the places put it out that normally would. And of course, the one place that I go for news, because I don't care who you are, what happens. Within 10 minutes, you'll find out what happened on getbig.com. So I went to getbig.com because I was like, is this true? Like, I don't know, I have no idea what's going on. It was a shock to me too. And that's when I saw all the talk going on and all the different reasons why he had passed away. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, these guys are just fucking speculating like crazy. I went to another forum and it was the same thing. People were just speculating. So I said, all right, this video is going to be not just about Luke as far as what people knew about him and how they loved him, because we don't know how he passed away at this point when I made the video. But it was also an outcry to try to have people understand why not to speculate, because we really don't know. That's what the whole video was about. It was like, don't speculate on Luke until the information comes out. That's what the whole video was about. And of course, his training partner actually put out a video about why, how he passed away and stuff like that. That was after the fact I made that video. The point of the video was still the same. When someone passes away, don't jump the gun and speculate and make up all these stories and stuff about what happened to them. That was the whole point of the video. And I feel like it's an important video to make because his training partner did come out and say, look, this is getting out of hand. Like, what I said is happening is exactly what his training partner addressed, right? So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It was not just justified. I said what his training partner and other people were thinking when they saw the craziness of what people were saying. That's what it was about. Now, let me reiterate again. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with the video. I don't feel like it was disrespectful. I don't feel like it was insensitive. I don't feel like there was anything wrong with it, other than to point the fact out that it's sickening that people will try to make up things to try to create a narrative, to put out information to get views or clicks or etc. Whatever. That was the whole point. It was more of a helpful video than anything else. And I got up and I noticed the like to dislike ratio was good. People were liking the video. Like, the people were agreeing. They were like, yeah, absolutely, like, this makes sense. And then I saw a couple of Luke's friends on there who they weren't being nasty. They weren't being rude. They weren't being shitty. They were just saying how they thought it was insensitive and the video should be taken down. And at first, I go, well, why? And then it dawns on me. I try to put myself in their shoes, his friends. If that video went up and it wasn't Luke and it was somebody these people didn't know, those people that are not liking the video now, think it's insensitive, would probably have given it the thumbs up and agreed with what I was saying. But what was happening was, at this point, it's so emotional and it's so close to home to them that they're seeing this through an emotional view and not objectively like they would see it through someone else who didn't know Luke's eyes. And I realized that, and I realized that may be causing them right now some pain. It might be worse for them right now. It might be causing them some anxiety, some pain, some anxiousness. And that's just not what I want. It's not what the video was about. It's not what I want. And they didn't ask me, they didn't contact me, ask me to take it down. They didn't threaten me. They didn't suggest anything. They just put their opinion out there, which everybody has an opinion. And when I saw it and I read it, I could read the pain in the writing. I could see it the way that it was written. These guys normally, would just blast you. Be like, fuck you, what's your problem? Like, they didn't do that. They were like, this is very insensitive. Like, it should be taken down. Like, I could feel the fact that they were upset by it or they were insulted by it or whatever the case may be, because of the fact that it just had his name on it. If I had taken Luke's name off of it and said everything I said in context like that, it would have been a video like this, What I didn't know at the time when I made the video, because none of us really knew, was how he passed away and why it would be so sensitive to certain people. And what I find interesting is his training partner said the same things that I said, and everybody thinks it's okay, which that's fine because they feel like it's his story to tell. I didn't tell any story. I was trying to instruct people not to talk shit, not to speculate, not to put things out there that would create more drama that then loses the whole point of the fact that, you know, this great guy that everybody loved passed away. Like, it was getting out of hand, and it was getting to the point where it was more speculation, there was more drama and more entertainment from trying to figure out how he passed away than the fact that he actually passed away. So I took it upon myself because it's just not where I'm at in my life. I don't want to be the type of guy that's like, I'll do what I want with my channel and you can't fucking tell me, blah, blah. I remember being that guy when I was younger, you know? I looked at it and I said, you know, it doesn't matter whether I'm right, I'm justified. It doesn't matter if they're wrong and they're not justified. It doesn't matter if, you know, their opinions differ than mine. The bottom line is it's my channel and it's causing people some anguish, some pain. His friends are, right now, it doesn't matter what anybody says. You could just mention his name. You just mention Luke's name and it will cause people pain right now. So I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want that. Like, I don't want that for Luke's legacy. I don't want that for Luke's friends. And I don't want people to think that I'm one of those people that will clickbait and go after stories. Like, the whole point was I made a video that was more in-depth, had more meaning. It was more about what we could do now as bodybuilders in the industry, his friends, what we could do now to make sure that his legacy doesn't get smeared. That was the whole point of the video. But when people are emotional from something like that happening, they can't see sometimes objectively or clearly what's going on. You know, so they're making a decision based on their emotion, which I completely understand. I have been there in these people's shoes before more than once, which also makes me go, I have some compassion for what they're going through. Like, if they wanted to talk to me about it, I would just tell them what I'm doing right now. And I figured, why not just delete it, put out another video, so hopefully you guys that were offended or thought it was insensitive understand what is going on, understand why I took it down now. I'm not here to cause people more pain. I'm not here to cause more aggravation. I'm not here to destroy legacies or defame or demean anybody. My job has always been that I feel to help. And that's what the video is about, trying to help people not destroy the legacy of a person. Because if his training partner hadn't come out and said what had happened, the speculation would still be going. It just turns into a fucking mess. And that's not good for Luke's legacy either. So I think it's great this training partner came out and said that. I appreciate that he did that. And I applaud him right now for a very tough time coming out and talking about what had happened. And, at this point, it's tragic all the way around. It's something that I understand very, very well, despite what people may think. I have been on that ledge myself. I have more than one friend close to me that have passed away and have taken their own lives. More than one. And to this day, the way his training partner feels, I feel the same way. Like, my friend Joe, I should have seen it coming too. Like, this hits home a lot harder now that I know how Luke actually passed away than before. But my stance is still the same, regardless of how I feel now and how I am upset about it now, because I understand the aftermath of what this causes. I understand that his friends and family, this is never going to go away. Like, this doesn't get better. You just learn to deal with it, but you suffer every day for the rest of your life. That's what happens to the people left behind. I understand it. And I didn't want to facilitate any more on these people's plate than they already have. So I took the video down. I just felt like it was the right thing to do for those people. And it's not about, and I know people were arguing back with them, which I also didn't like. I looked in the comment section, people were like, there's nothing wrong with this video, shut up. Like, they were fighting back with these people that are already in pain. I'm like, these people don't need to be stirred up from the video that they made. They don't need to be pushed around by the people right now that, I don't want to say are heartless, but they don't have the emotional attachment like the other people do to Luke, Luke's friends. It's just a negative situation, and rather than, I'm just trying to make it a positive situation, obviously it wasn't working, so rather than fight it and be like, well, I'm wrong, and let the ego take over and keep pushing, the ego takes a check, put it in the back seat, and do what I feel like at this time is the right thing, as to protect Luke's friends and family from any more aggravation or pain. So to Luke's friends, I apologize if this upset you. That was not the case. I wish that I could have left it up and maybe you could come back in like a year and revisit it and watch it and then understand what I was saying. But I know it's a stretch right now. Like right now, you got to focus on now and not a year from now. So the video is not that important. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about any of that shit. So I just took it down. It was important to try to help people, but I think that the people that did see it, that did give it the thumbs up, there was a lot of them. There was, it was like probably 90%, thumbs up and very few thumbs down. But the few thumbs down were personal, I think, because they were Luke's friends, and that's what really counts. It's not about right or wrong. It's not about showing people that I'm right and they're wrong. It's not about fighting. It's not about arguing. It's about decreasing people's pain when you can, being compassionate and helping those people. So I feel that's what taking the video down is doing. So in closing, we're just going to wrap this up and say rip to Luke Sandoe. We'll never understand everything that went on, and it's not for us to understand. It's for the individual to understand. So have a good rest of your weekend, guys. I'm BioSteer, and I approve this message. And we're out.